Great to be here. So let's talk to Betty first of all, or let's take a look at Betty's question. She says, I've been having a rash just below my bottom lip lately and haven't been able to figure out why. It comes and goes, but sometimes lasts a while. I can usually feel it coming on, like a fever blister, which I've had in the past, but this is more like a rash and it's quite sore at times. But I don't know what to use on it. Of course, I'd like to find the cause. What questions do I need to be asking? Well, let's see if Betty's on our call here. And Betty, if you're on the call, then what we'll do is we'll just see if maybe we can just work with you and try to figure it out. And there you are. Betty, can you hear me okay?
I think I can, but I'm not hearing it through my microphone.
Oh, okay. Well, I can hear you fine.
Okay, very good. Very, that's
Okay.
all necessary.
We're good to go. All right, awesome. Okay, well, interesting question. So let's use the body code and we'll just see what we can figure out here. Okay. All right. So the best way to do this, I think, is to just actually do it and show you the thought process that I would go through as we're doing this. Okay, so first thing that we'll do is we'll take a moment. We'll ask for some help from up above. All right. Let's see if we've got a good connection here. Can I act as proxy for you? And when I test that, I get a yes answer. So we are connected. All right, Betty. So the body code, really, no matter what the issue is, you can open a line of communication with the subconscious mind in quite a few different ways. Usually, what I do is I'll just ask, is there an underlying imbalance that is contributing to this problem that you have, or that's causing this problem? You can ask it either way. Sometimes you want to ask it both ways. So let's ask, is there an underlying imbalance that is contributing to this problem that you're describing with your lower lip? And the answer there is definitely a yes. Okay, so, and let me write that out for you guys. Is there an underlying imbalance that is contributing to this problem that you're describing? And the body says yes. Okay, now this kind of question is pretty generic. No matter what somebody's describing, if you ask this question, is there an underlying imbalance that's contributing to this problem that you're describing? The answer to that question is pretty much always going to be yes. It's not like when we ask this question, we're really expecting a no, because really everything is caused by underlying imbalances, all the symptoms that we have. So the answer is going to be yes, okay? Generally speaking, I mean, 99 times out of 100. If the answer is no, then that means that the problem might be hidden or you might have to dig deeper, but there's still an underlying reason. The reason, though, why we ask this question, why we want to open with a question like this, is because when the body says yes, what that means is that the body, the subconscious mind, has identified one imbalance. Now, maybe there are several, okay? Maybe there are several people or several, sorry, maybe there are several underlying imbalances, okay? Maybe there are several, but what the subconscious mind is saying is, yes, this, here's one, okay? So in other words, let's say that there are maybe 3 underlying reasons for the symptom that you're having right now. When we ask this question, the subconscious mind looks at those underlying reasons, and it's kind of like it says, well, okay, we have this reason and this reason and this reason, but let's give him this one. Okay, here's the first one. And it doesn't necessarily mean that the first reason that the subconscious mind gives you is the most important reason or the most significant reason, but it is a reason. And so that's good enough for me. So let's take a look here and see. By the way, you can get the subconscious mind to prioritize these reasons. You can do that. But generally, what I like to do is just fix all the underlying reasons and then, then I'm done. But if you're really limited for time, for example, you might say, you might ask the subconscious mind to give you the most significant or the most impactful reason or imbalance that's contributing to this problem, and then the subconscious mind will do that for you. So, uh, but you're still going to want to clear any other imbalances also. But you can do that. Remember that you're dealing with a computer. See, the subconscious mind is really just this incredible computer. So now we know the subconscious mind has identified one. As soon as the subconscious mind says yes, there's an underlying imbalance. We have to know, or what we're trying to figure out is what it is. The subconscious mind knows what it is. I have no idea what it is. Betty has no idea what it is. But Betty's subconscious mind knows exactly what it is. And that's why we muscle test and try to just figure out what it is. It's kind of like playing charades with the subconscious mind in a way. So, okay, here we go. Is this reason, okay, this first reason here that we're after, is it on the right side of our map here? No, it's not. So that means it's not. This first reason is not one of these. Now, maybe there's going to be a reason number 2, and maybe there's a reason number 3. Maybe reason number 2 will be over here. But this particular reason that we're after right now, this particular underlying imbalance, is over in this side. How do we know that? We know that because the subconscious mind says, no, it's not on this side. So that means it's got to be over here. So is it some kind of an energy? Is it in this area? No. Is it something in circuits and systems? No, it's not. So it's something in toxins. And I get a yes on that. So let's go ahead and click on that one. So, okay, here we go. It's something in one of these areas. Which one? I don't know. I have no idea. We'll start with the left side here. It doesn't matter. We can start with the right. But let's ask, is it something on the left side? Okay, is it something on the left side? I get a no. So that means it's something on the right side. So is it some kind of a heavy metal imbalance, heavy metal toxicity? Is it some kind of an excess in the body? No. So what's showing up here is electromagnetic spectrum. All right, so let's see what shows up here. Is it something on the left side of this map? Yes, it is. Okay, so is it sound energy? No. Is it microwave energy? No. Is it scalar energy? Nope. Radiation? Yep. Bingo. Radiation energy. All right. So, and that may be alarming, but I'll tell you what. I'm seeing this more and more. In fact, I've been thinking lately that I should probably just go ahead and do a special webinar just on this. There's some really alarming stuff that's going on. I don't know how many of you are aware of this, but the Fukushima nuclear plant accident has really poisoned a lot of the North Pacific, apparently. And in fact, there are starfish that are just melting, basically, and dying all along the Pacific coast. And it started in the far north, and it's proceeding downward. And apparently, that's this radiation. Now, there may be other radiation that's being released. Who knows? But there's all kinds of stuff going on. But you need to know about this because you're probably, if you haven't started seeing this yet, you are going to see this. Now, radiation is an energy, just like any other energy. And so you can release this, but let's ask if there's anything more we need to know about this. And I'm getting a no. We could try to ask the source of the radiation, and is this radiation energy that's in your body? Is it from the Fukushima disaster? And I get a yes. Betty, where do you live?
Iowa.
You live in Iowa. Okay. Well, I think it's kind of getting to be all over the planet. In fact, I was just reading recently about how they were testing reindeer way up in the northern part of Finland, I think it was, and they found that the radiation levels in these reindeer is just off the map. That they're not edible. Yeah, because apparently after, I think what happened was it started after the Chernobyl disaster. They would measure, every year to see how much radioactivity there was, and yeah, it's just completely off the scale. So anyway, that's kind of the world that we live in at the moment. So radiation energy is showing up as an underlying cause. See, so let's go ahead and do we need to know more about this? No. So what I'll do is, acting as proxy for you, I'll just go ahead and start at the forehead and go over the top of the head into the back of the neck. We'll do that 1, 2, 3 times. And let's ask, did we release that radiation energy from you? Yes, we did. I'm getting. Now, it would be a good idea for all of you actually to go online and order some iodine tablets. Iodine is one of the things that you can take to help prevent the uptake of radioactive iodine by the thyroid. Your thyroid gland is particularly susceptible to radiation. And so, if you take iodine, there's a form of radioactivity it's radioactive iodine that is produced in fallout and that type of thing. So I don't know how much of a danger that is right now, but I think iodine tablets is something that is a really good idea for everybody to have. Okay, so anyway, we won't spend any more time on that, but so
Can you
that's
also
interesting.
can you also use liquid iodine?
Well, there are certain kinds of iodine I think that are liquid that you can use that are safe for human consumption. You don't want to overdo it though. You don't want to take too much. But the type of iodine that you put on wounds, you wouldn't want to, that's just for external use only. And it'll say right on the bottle, external use only, or you can maybe take a little bit of it internally. You don't need much, and typically it's sold as tablets. But you can go on Amazon.com, for example, and buy those. So
Okay.
that was the first underlying reason. Well, who knew? You never know with the body code. That's what's so fun about it is that it's an adventure every time. You never know what you're going to see, and you never know what's going to show up. So let's ask, is there another underlying imbalance? So remember, what we've done here is we've energetically treated this first imbalance. Okay. Now we're going to come back to the same question again. Okay, and we'll see what the answer is. And by the way, we're back at homepage on the body code chart. Is there an underlying imbalance that's contributing to this problem that you're describing? And the answer now, again, is yes. So that means we're moving to number 2 here. Okay. I have no idea what number 2 is, but let's find out. So the second reason, is it on the right side of our map here? And I get a no, so that means it's over here. So is it some kind of energy? No. Is it something in circuits and systems? Actually, it is. So we'll click on this one. And is it something on the left side of our map here? No. So is it something in the organs? Is it something in glands? Is it a chakra? So actually there's a little bit of a chakra imbalance going on with you. So, okay. So let's see. So is it crown, or is it brow, throat, or heart, or solar plexus? It's actually solar plexus. So there's some kind of an imbalance going on with your solar plexus. Now, you might think, well, what in the world does that have to do with your lip? Well, just remember that the old saying of the holistic physician is anything can cause anything. And so it makes the body code so simple to use because you just fix whatever shows up and you don't worry about whether, somehow it relates logically, because trust me, things don't always relate logically. You don't always know why something shows up. And so, but anyway, your solar plexus chakra is not happy. Now, this one is all about personal power and introversion, growth of self, and expansiveness. And physically, it's about digestion. So that could be a little connection there. Who knows? But anyway, let's ask, is there an underlying reason for the solar plexus imbalance? Yeah, we could ask the same question. We could ask, is there an underlying imbalance that's contributing to your solar plexus solar plexus chakra being unhappy? And the answer is yes. So we're building a little bit of a chain here. So your subconscious mind is saying, all right, for the second imbalance, my solar plexus chakra is not happy. Why? It's unhappy because of an underlying reason. Well, all right, so we go back out to the homepage. What's the underlying reason for the solar plexus chakra to be unhappy? Well, I don't know. Is it something on the right side of the map? No, it's not. So that means it's on the left. Is it an energy? Yes, it is. We'll go to the energy button. And it's something in one of these 6 areas. Is it on the left side of this map? No. So is it addictive heart energy, or is it some kind of an allergy or an intolerance? It's something emotional. All right, so here we go. Is it a trapped emotion? Yes, it is. So now notice the subconscious mind, it's so interesting because it could have just told us for number 2, it could have just said, oh, it's a trapped emotion. But in this case, it's saying, hey, My solar plexus chakra is not happy because of a trapped emotion. So it's teaching us. You see, it's showing us what the end result is. The end result here apparently really is what's going on with your lip, but an underlying cause is solar plexus chakra not being happy. I hope I said that right. Solar plexus chakra, um, due to a trapped emotion. And what's the trapped emotion? I have no idea. Is it in column A? Yes, it is. Is it in one of the odd rows? Yes, it is. Is it in row 1 or 3 or 5? It's in row 5 in column A. Is the emotion blaming? No. Is it dread? No. Fear? Nope. Horror? No. Is it peeved? No. So actually, this is an inherited emotion. But anyway, this is how we do it. So is it inherited blaming or inherited dread? And it's an inherited emotion of dread. Inherited dread. And did you get this from your mother? Mother, father, came from your father. I'll just abbreviate here with an F. Did he get it from somebody earlier, from his mother, from his father? So father, father. Did your grandfather get it from anybody earlier? No. Okay, so that's as far as it went. Betty, do you have any kids?
One.
Okay. So did your child inherit this emotion of dread from you? No. Okay. So do we need to know any more about this? No, I'm going to go ahead and release this, just taking my fingers and putting them on my forehead and then going over the top of the head to the back of the neck 10 times. And let's see if we've released that energy. And we have. And did that also release from your dad and also from his dad? Yes. Okay, good. All right. So now let's come back to the same question once again. Is there an underlying imbalance that's contributing to this problem that you're describing? And the answer right now I'm getting is no. Now, when the subconscious mind says no, okay, again, it either means that no, we've really fixed everything. We could also put in the word hidden. We could say, is there a hidden underlying imbalance that's contributing to this problem that you're describing? And I get a no on that too. So that may mean that there are some other things that may yet be imbalancing you and contributing, but they're not going to show up right now. Does that help?
Okay. That does help. Thank you so much.
Awesome.
This has just been plaguing me for quite a while because it comes and it goes, and I can't put my finger on what the cause could be.
Yeah. Well, you never know with the body. The fascinating thing about it is it's just it's just so funny. I've told the story before about the lady that had migraine headaches for many years, and I worked and worked and worked on her and wasn't getting anywhere, wasn't fixing things. And finally, I decided to start looking at some other things and found she had a misalignment of one of her big toe joints.
I
And I
know.
realigned it, and instantly her headache was gone, and they never came back. So
Isn't that unreal?
yeah, so you just never know. But it's really such a beautiful thing. It makes it so much easier for us because you don't have to have all kinds of knowledge of anatomy and chemistry and how everything works together. You just don't need that. All you need to do is just follow the body code. It'll take you to the imbalance. You fix the imbalance. And it even tells you, you dig down a ways and it'll tell you what to do to fix the imbalance on each page in the body code. You just fix it and then you just see what happens. But the great thing about it is uh, things usually just get better and usually in pretty short order. So thanks, Betty.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Dr. Brad.
You're so welcome.